Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Business Today Accenture Leadership Dialogues, which takes me to new fascinating places each and every episode. And this one is a very special one because we've come to Chennai, and in the heart of Chennai, we're here at the DT Group Minmini office with two very special guests. Of course, like we always have, we have a very special guest, Managing Director and Chairman at the DT Group, Balasubramanian Adityan. What a pleasure to have you on the show, sir. And Neeraj Sharma of Accenture. We're going to have a very interesting conversation over here because we've done auto before, we've done tech, we've done all sorts of banking and finance, but now we're going to get into content and reinventing the media wheel, so to speak.
Yeah, we are 83 years old, and my grandfather started the newspaper, Sipa Adityanar. He saw the newspaper readers then were reaching the elites. He found a need gap that the common man should also read. And then for the past 65 years, we continue to be the number one newspaper in Tamil Nadu.
The digital business presents its unique set of challenges. What does Minmini do there to really pivot you into the future as the DT Group?
Yeah, a lot has happened since the founders start. There's television, there's radio, then there's the internet. Everything has happened. So, you have to move where the people are moving. The mass was, newspaper is still a mass medium, but where the people are moving, we have to move. And when people are moving more towards the small phone and the world on their phone, it's time that we moved in there as well. We cannot be, where we started or somewhere midway. We have to move where the people are moving, and that's in summary where Minmini, we hope, will take us actively.
And I think, like every other success story, you need a team and some great partners to make this happen. And I think that's where Neeraj and Accenture come in. Neeraj, it's fascinating that what Bala and team are trying to do with Minmini is probably, it hasn't been done before by a media group in this country. And there are some inherent advantages to being a media group to really be able to build a platform like this. Where does Accenture come in, and how do you see this shaping up?
We realize that there's a lot of gap in the market in terms of what the audiences need versus what is being served by them. Think about it. Every news media company around the world worth its name has a digital presence. And so everyone has their websites and has their apps. And those websites and apps attract traffic because of the latent brand strength of the parent brand. But that traffic hardly ever translates into the same kind of revenue, right? So there is something that the news media companies around the world were missing in terms of attracting audiences on digital platforms. As Accenture, when Mr. Bala called us to have that conversation, we ideated with him to begin with, just 3 people in a room, starting with that discussion on what should we be building.
The youngsters are more towards getting everything from their phone. A movie theater is inside the phone. Your bank is inside the phone. So why not, the newspaper in the way they want it? So we thought, being a hyperlocal already, we are not operating from Seattle or anywhere. We are here, sitting here. So what can we do better than the big tech companies? First of all, you need a solid tech. Okay, that's one. And number two, your local foot soldiers, how good you can make that to make a usable product. End of the day, it's got to be useful. So that is our thing of digital and technology and the usefulness using our existing core strengths. So that is Minmini.
We are giving them a platform, especially the smaller nano creators, a platform to become more visible, more reachable to our audiences. We are giving them opportunities to monetize beyond just ads. Mr. Bala talked about hyperlocal. The core of Minmini is hyperlocal, but what is hyperlocal? Everything around you should be available on the Minmini app.
Is there a particular radius we're talking about?
The user can choose the radius they want. So starting from half a kilometer all the way to 25 kilometers, you can choose what you're looking for. So you should be able to find shops, you should be able to find services. So we are making, what in Hindi is called mohalle mein superstars, right? So the superstars in your local neighborhood is what we aspire to create through this app.
So since this is the BT Accenture Leadership Dialogues, I want to understand, where did this thought really come in, and where did the thought of Accenture being the real provider of this solution, technology, marketing, and the full gamut, where did that come in, Bala?
I knew his colleague Raghuram from Accenture. So this thing was this idea during the pandemic, where we had a lot of time with ourselves, and newspapers were not we couldn't deliver. People were there, but we couldn't deliver. A lot of restrictions, and I saw the society very quickly adapt to digital ordering of food, digital everything. So and I also saw this. People are going more towards aggregators when it came to news and things. So all this put together, I thought it's about time we had a version of what newspaper does, a full version of it. We are authentic. That's primarily the fulcrum of it all. So how to put a social media a platform where we are also authentic. So my 600 plus 300 stringers are all authentic, because I rely on them to get me my news so that I can print it and I can telecast as well. So I wanted to bring it with the authenticity into this media, where so that was primarily the blend of our strengths plus this is authenticity. We got together and see if there's a space for a newspaper in the digital space, and fully engaged as well, and not just a news site. So that is where it started.
As Accenture, our job in that whole thinking was, here is a germ of an idea. How do you nurture it, seed it, seed become a full-grown tree? So we primarily initially worked on the strategy part of this whole platform. So thinking through, what is the problem we are solving and for whom are we solving, how best to solve it, what kind of tech is needed, what features, functionalities are needed. So we thought through that. Then of course thereafter build whatever you have thought through, and now run what you have built. That's what we do.